Yeah, good afternoon. So we have been discussing about the early childhood care and education program, third course, that is planning and implementation of early childhood care and education. In this course, so far we have seen conversation and storytelling and games, also creative activities, how to start the conversation and what is the role of the teacher and how to evaluate, what are the steps required to evaluate the program effectiveness, uh, that is ECCE program. Means here storytelling, role of teacher in storytelling, and introduction of the a new game to the children. And in third unit we have seen creative activities and music moment, we have seen. So today we'll see the school readiness, and under the school readiness. So in this chapter we will be dealing with what is, so before that, what is school readiness? So school readiness, what is school readiness? So here school readiness can be, or it refers, school readiness refers uh, to the preparedness of children to transition into formal schooling. So before joining the child in a formal schooling, so here school readiness refers to the preparedness of children to transition into formal schooling successfully. So it enables a range of skills, knowledge, and attitudes that enable children to thrive in a school environment. So understanding and enabling school readiness is a crucial for educator, right? Not only educators but also parents and policymakers, to ensure that children have a strong foundation for lifelong learning. So here readiness is a fundamental and important uh, step. So here a child cannot write meaningfully until he or she read what is written, nor can he or she uh, is ready to write the numbers correctly unless he or she can read them. So here reading plays an important role. So before that, this, so now we are going to study today the pre-reading. Sorry. Sorry for the interruption due to technical issues. The connection was disconnected. So here we'll continue. So reading readiness is not only a skill needed for learning primary grade subject, but it is that skill on which all the formal learning depends. So reading is a highly perceptual process, so involving discrimination of visual forms and coordination of information from two senses, that is hearing and sight. By observing the letters and also the sound of these letters, so we know the LS or W: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So the process of skill introduction or introducing these skills among the children, this is the sequence. Listening first. So listening takes place. If the child is listen carefully, if the sound or anything hears by the sense organs, ears, by hearing, the child can get some idea. Then speak. He after hearing something, the child is ready to speak. They may ask some questions. So in earlier classes, we have seen that. So by introducing a new game, or if you start any conversation, say if you wanted to tell a story to the children, what happens? Children, so here internalize himself or herself, the child, so tries to ask some questions. That is speaking happens, that dialogue take place. So after listening, here conversation, dialogue takes place. After that, let the child to write something, or say the uh, read the content, or you can say the material, teaching material, teaching learning material you provided. So by seeing, generally in preschool children, by observing the pictures, colors, shapes. So by seeing the color, what is the color of the showing picture? You can say the red color, blue color, green color, whatever the color present at that time. So child tries to identify the color by showing some pictures, by showing some flashcards. So here the observation plays an important role in preschool, in preschooling. Okay, so, so we are before we study this pre-reading unit, some basic concepts we need to know, we need to understand. So LSRW sequence must follow every child, every teacher. Every teacher should follow this sequence. Listening is happening or not, we should ensure that proper listening is taking place or not. See, if listening is not happens properly, so children may not, there is no possibility of asking questions. They may not getting a clear idea. So listening is important and the basic skill, listening skill. After the basic listening skill, speaking happens. The conversation may happen. Then writing. So if you wanted to ask children, write something by showing some flashcard. What is this flashcard? If you show some parrot, some, or for example, if you show some colored apple, okay. So you may ask the children what is the color of this picture and also what is this. So for example, if you show an apple picture, what is the picture shown? This flashcard. If you ask this, children may tell this is an apple. This is an apple in a red color or green color. Okay, red color or green color. Like that, children may get some idea. Children may get some idea about the color of the object and name of the object. Then you may ask the child, write that name of the picture shown to you. So children may or may not write the, if child knows, if he know the name of the picture shown by you, he may write. Otherwise, he may ask you the spelling, the correct spelling. Sorry, correct spelling of the spelling of that picture, name of that picture. Okay, and he can write. So by listening, speaking happens and writing happens and reading happens. So LSRW, listening, speaking, writing and reading. So here we are studying the pre-reading. Under this pre-reading, we'll see some pre-reading skills. We have some pre-reading skills like vocabulary and language development. Vocabulary and language development. Next one is phonological awareness. That is understanding that letters have some sounds. Every letter has its own sound, different sounds. So understanding takes place if you introduce some letters. For example, by introducing alphabets like A, B, C, D, like that, A sound, B sound, C sound. So the child can observe the sound and pitch, that is the modulation in the voice. When you are pronouncing the letters, he can observe, he is ready to observe your tone, voice modulation. And next one is the print recognition. Print recognition and understanding pictures and the books. Understanding the books and literacy as a source of enjoyment. Literacy as a source of enjoyment. So these skills we are going to study today. And also how to introduce the alphabets. How to introduce the alphabet. Alphabet. Okay. And next one is reading readiness assessment. Sorry. Before that, role of the teacher. What is the role of the teacher in improving or introducing these pre-reading skills among the preschool children? Okay. And reading readiness assessment, whether the reading is happened or not. This can be assessed by using certain tools and techniques. By using tools and techniques, a teacher can assess the progress or the development or reading readiness among the children. Okay, this is about the concept in the pre-reading unit. Okay, so by reading, so here, yeah, here the pre-reading skills are very important skills that a child needs in order to become a good reader. So pre-reading skills are very important. Pre-reading skills are very important that a child needs in order to become a good reader. So here language development and pre-reading skills go hand in hand. Go hand in hand. So by reading this unit, you as a learner, as a student, you are going to understand the significance of readiness. What is the significance of the reading readiness? Pre-reading unit. By reading this pre-reading unit, you are going to understand the reading readiness. Understanding the reading readiness. And next one is One second, please. Yeah. And next one is the students are able to yeah. Sorry for the interruption. Next one is the student plan activities for developing pre-reading skills in pre-school children, and also learn and appreciate the sequential process in introducing children to read. So here, pre-reading skills, pre-reading skills. So pre-reading skills develops reading readiness in children. So what pre-reading skills? Pre-reading skills develop the pre-reading skills develop the develops the reading readiness. So here, yeah, what is the meaning of pre-reading skills? Here, pre-reading skills are essential for children. So pre-reading skills are essential for children as they prepare to learn how to read. So these pre-reading skills are very important or essential for young children as they prepare to learn how to read, how to read. So these skills lay the groundwork for successful reading and literacy development. So enabling children to understand the process of written language, written language. So by enabling these skills early, educators and parents can develop a love for reading and strong foundation for academic success. So, so what is So here pre-reading skills includes, so what are the pre-reading skills? So here pre-reading skills includes the development of vocabulary and language, and also phonological awareness, that understanding that letters have sounds, and print recognition. So reading pictures and picture books. So here reading readiness means gaining meaning from the printed words and learning the relationship between written symbols and spoken sounds. Written symbols and spoken sounds. So by showing, already I just now I told you that by showing that picture flashcard, so we are showing that symbol, we are showing that symbol, and how you are pronouncing, that is spoken sounds. For example, if you show the bat, for example, if you show that bat, bat is a word sound. How can you pronounce it? Bat, B-A-T, bat. So in here, it is not sufficient of children learn to A to Z numbers or 1 to 100, but they should be able to learn skills like shape and sound matching, discrimination, finding similarities, sequencing order, etc. Here, this helps in laying a strong foundation for reading. So we need to explain. As a teacher, you need to explain the shapes and sounds and matching, sound matching and discrimination, and also finding similarities. So if we show some two fruits, what is the similarity between two fruits? Okay, for example, both, if they are familiar fruits to the children, they can say it tastes very sweet, or it tastes very sour. For example, you take one lemon and one orange. If you ask the children, what is the taste? Can you say the taste of these two fruits? That is lemon and orange. He can say that both lemon and orange are sour in taste, right? So that is the similarity. But they may not same in color, but the similar thing is taste. Like that, the children can understand the similarities. Children can identify or find the similarities. Okay, this is about sequence. This is about finding similarities, sequencing, ordering, etc. So this is about reading, develop reading readiness among the children. Next is vocabulary and language development. Vocabulary and language development. So here children should be helpful to acquire new words and use them to communicate. So day to day life, children listen. Children listen number of words, number of new words. Say you can say number of new words. So they don't know. They are unable to use properly in their communication. So when child are exposed to new words, they will learn the words that they need to read and write. So they should be done by providing a variety of experiences. So by different different experiences, children can learn the new words. They can easily understand and they can easily use in their communication. So new vocabulary, if your children, that young child is facing difficulty in using a word in their communication. Sometimes they may use some inappropriate words, inappropriate communication. So as a teachers, as a parents, as a caregivers, we need to correct them. We need to the proper usage of words, proper usage of new words. This is very important. So here some experiences to be provided to the children. So what are those experiences? So informal conversation. Generally, informal conversation takes place at the home setting, home environment. But in a home, in school setting, that may not possible. That is formal setting. So in informal conversation, Children love to share their experiences with adults with care for them and with their peers. So the program should provide opportunities for children to talk during the day. For example, daily in the morning in between two programs. See, let the children ask freely to the peers and the teachers and also the parents. Then only the proper communication take place. Proper communication happen if you give the freedom to the children, these young children. Everyday communication happen if you allow them to ask or allow them to cooperate or collaborate with their peers. Okay, and circle time and first hand experiences. So show and tell and show a thing which is interesting children. So encourage children to talk about it. You describe it using new words. Encourage children to use the new words in describing the same. So I already told you, by showing some fruits, by showing some vegetable, by showing some flowers, by showing these flashcards are real objectives. You can also show these real objectives. Real objects are some pictures. Okay. So encourage the children to talk about it. Let the children express their views. Let the children talk about that shown picture. Okay, then you describe it using new vocabulary like rose flower smells good. It looks beautiful, right? So if you're showing that some flowers like a rose, okay, by showing these flowers, okay, let the child speak about that flower or vegetable, fruit, whatever the picture you shown are real object to the children. So let them talk, let them speak, let them utter. Okay, so after saying the children, they may tell correct words or they may say some wrong words, wrong pronunciation or whatever. But you should not discriminate or you should not discourage them. You should not discourage. If you discourage or if you say that is wrong, that is wrong. If you say this is not correct, then the child next time they may not respond. They may not reply your activity. So your aim, your aim is to make the children attentive and make the children to participate in that activity, right? Okay. So after after saying the children, you can say by using new vocabulary, you can introduce new that is like rose flower smells good, right? And also it looks beautiful. The petals of the rose are very soft. Here you can get three new words, right? One is the smells good, smells. Another one is the beautiful, and the third one is the soft. And color also you can say color of the rose petals are red, white, whatever the color it is. Okay, you can like this. You can introduce number of words. So number of words, that is vocabulary improvement, vocabulary, right? So this is about the vocabulary development, language development. And also you ask the children reading aloud. So when a teacher reads picture books, story books, children listen in new words in the book. This exposure helps in building vocabulary in children, vocabulary in the children. So you need to read aloud. You need to read aloud the pronunciation of the picture or whatever the lesson you are dealing with that children. Reading aloud. If you reading aloud, children become attentive towards your reading, towards your lesson. Okay. So this is very, very important. Reading aloud is one of the strategy to make the children attentive. And next one is phonological awareness. So here phonological awareness is hearing and understanding the different sounds and the spoken language. Spoken language. So here phonological awareness is nothing but by hearing the sounds spoken by the teacher. So hearing and understanding the different sounds and spoken language. So this is a fundamental ability to underlining the learning of spelling, sound, correspondence. This includes hearing and discriminating between the separate sounds of spoken words. See, some if you can speak the sounds, hearing and discriminating between the separate sounds. So sounds, the words or pronunciation may vary from one word to another word, or sound modulation may happen when we are speaking, when we are communicating, when we are explaining the things to the children. So sound variation, sound separation may happen in the sounds of the spoken words, and recognition or recognizing words that sound the same and words that sound different. Okay, some sounds similar or say or different sounds. So this is about phonological experience or phonological awareness, and experiences to be provided, experience to be provided. What are the experience to be provided to the children? So listening and sequencing. So children need to develop good listening skills to develop good language and reading skills. So they must learn discriminate various sounds in order to associate a particular sound with a letter. Then they need to remember the sounds that letters make, so they can reproduce them and use them to make words as their language skills develop. So listening skills are something that children use for the rest of their lives. So they will be the cornerstones of communication in positive relationships. So the basis for the strong academic skills and the foundation for their ability to work with others in all situations. So bear in the mind that it is the part of our job as a teacher, okay, to exercise patience in the teaching them these skills so that they can be better listeners for the rest of their life, the rest of the children, this young children lives. So here the patience is most important in the teacher. That is the role of the primary role of the primary responsibility of the teacher. So two of the skills that preschool teachers think children of ages 2 to 5 should have in order to begin formal academic learning in the school are listening and sequencing. Listening and sequencing. Here are some activities you can do to help your preschool learn. Okay, these skills are listening environmental sounds. Okay, listening environmental sounds. So play record sounds of birds singing, doorbells, sounds of different vehicle sounds made by common animals or music instruments, and encourage children to name the sound. So teacher can also imitate the sounds and children identify the sound. So this is very uh, funny activities, right? So you can play the recorded sounds of birds, some animals, okay, or some doorbell, or some sounds from different vehicles. Okay, not only recorded sounds, but also you can show real life uh, activities like fan sound, door sound, okay, and window sound. So when you are closing the doors, and uh, when you clapping, like the sounds, different sounds you can introduce. By introducing these sounds, you can ask the by closing their eyes. Sometimes you can ask the children close eyes, and you have to say what is the sound, name the sound. So this is very playful activity, enjoyable activity. So children are very ready and play. This is a kind of enjoyable learning takes place, enjoyable learning happens by showing these kind of real life activities. These activities, children are very ready to participate in this kind of activity. So while doing this activity, children should be asked to close their eyes, right? And encourage to listen to sounds to improve recognition and discrimination. Recognize sometimes the similar sounds too you can produce, whether they are discriminating the sound or whether they are telling the same sound. Like, for example, if you close the window, close the door, both are the sometimes they produce similar sound. So by asking the children close their eyes, whether they are discriminating the different sound, discriminating the sound of the window and the sound of the uh, door. If they are discriminating the sound, they are good listeners. They are improving their listening. Proper listening is hard. Otherwise, you have to uh, correct them. You have to encourage and motivate again. Give another chance. You can ask the children again. You can do better next time. Like that, you can encourage them. You can motivate them. So this is about listening to environment. Okay, this is one kind of activity. Or you can play some recorded songs by using nowadays mobile phone is common. So in mobile also you can uh, play the sounds of the bird, the different animal sounds like barking the dog or the animals like cows, different lion roaring or tiger. Like that you can introduce different sounds. So by listening these sounds, children can discriminate. So this is a kind of recognition and discrimination. Recognizing the sound and discriminating the sounds. This is two skills improvement possible by this activity. And next one is listening to common sounds. So by closing the eyes and opening the ears, so you can ask the children to close their eyes and listen to what's going on around them, inside or outside. So you can ask them about the sounds they hear. So you can ask the children to close their eyes, make sounds with objects, encourage children to identify the objects that makes the sound. This is a kind another type of uh, another type of activity. So some directions also, some simple directions also you can follow. So children need to learn to take directions from teachers, understand and follow. Next is listen to a short story. You can also introduce a short story that is children who are exposed to reading every day develop better reading, writing, speaking and listening. Okay, so reading out aloud is the single most important thing you can do to help preschoolers develop the skills needed to become a lifelong learner. So this is very important. If you read the story that a small story aloud, that also lay a foundation, a strong foundation for preschool children, for lifelong learner. They become a lifelong learner. So reading aloud is very important. So the preschooler develop the reading skill. Okay, next is listening skill. Mm, Carefully listen carefully. So this is one of the activities. So if you take a game like one person is chosen to be a Simon, the other stand in a straight line. So for example, Ravi, not Simon, Ravi. So Ravi then calls out an action for the children to follow. So it can be anything like touch your toes, jump 10 times on your foot. So Ravi, when giving an action, can simply state the action by itself, touch your ears. And whoever does not do, it is out and has to sit down. Or the Ravi says, touch your ears, and everyone must follow the instructions. So you can vary the actions according to the age group of the children you are playing with. So the last person who is standing can then be the Ravi. This is another kind of activity. And take a sound walk. So go on a walk around the block, around that school or around that classroom, and have children identify everything they hear. Ask them to tell from which direction a sound is coming from. Right. This is also one more important. If you take the children outside or within the school premises, what is going on? What are the sounds we are hearing from? So in which direction? this direction, right, left side, or right side, back side, or front side. Or you can say, you can also introduce the east and west, the south, north, like. Okay. And also sometimes you repeat a sequence of sound. So make simple noise with your instrument or hands and ask children to try to imitate it in with their instrument hand. Then make two noises, then three, or have children attempt to repeat the pattern you create. So let children make up a sound pattern that you can repeat what children do. So here repeating sequence are orally given number. So count to 20. For example, count to 20 with the children. Ask them to say in sequence. Okay. Or also in reverse order also. You can use sequence are in reverse direction. So ask them to say sequence, make them using numbers or rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. And 10, 9, 8, 7, huh? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like that. In reverse order also. That is attention, span of attention increases. So children may attentive to your activity. That would be very enjoyable learning. So enjoyable learning happens if you use this kind of activities in your teaching learning. Okay. And next one is retell simple stories in sequence. I already told you. So if you tell a story to your children, that young children, so you can ask them to repeat the story sequence. Sometimes first time they may not tell sequence, so you can ask them repeatedly, uh, retell retelling the stories in a sequence mode. Sometimes sound games also, antyakshari like that. Antyakshari, antyakshari. So teachers say a word, children are asked to say a word which sounds same as ending sound of the word which teacher said. In the same way, children can be asked to say a word which sounds uh, similar to what the teacher said. Like that. So Antyakshari also. You can ask the children, say a word which is sounds same as the ending sound. Okay. For example, you can say apple, apple. Okay. Like that you can ask the children apple. In ending L sound, you need to ask the L. Okay. Or you can say different words like banana, tomato, right? Tomato, tamarind. Okay. It's like teacher or read. Okay. Doll. Okay. Lemon. Okay. Noise. Like that. What is the last letter here? For example, you are taking apple. Okay. Apple. Last letter is L. L means lemon. What is the last letter? N. N is the, you can take N. N is like uh, noise. You can take any fruit name. Okay. Like that. Uh, that is a kind of improving a vocabulary among the children. And also sound dominoes. So by showing, already I told you that by showing the picture of the apple, and bag, bat, doll, dog, doll, table, like that. The similar here in the bag, first letter is B. So you can ask the children, the word you are going to tell should starts with B. They may tell dog, donkey, like that. Door. Okay. And you can also introduce table. Okay, teacher. Okay, like that you can ask the children. You can inspire, motivate the children. Introduce this vocabulary. This is about our first skill. Second section. Second pre-reading skill, that is vocabulary and language development. And another one is print recognition. Print recognition. So visual discrimination. Visual discrimination. So visual discrimination is the ability to recognize the similarities and differences between visual. By showing these visual images, visual or images. So the activities listed here can help develop visual discrimination skills and can be used in lesson to benefit all children. So these are some the steps or some basic points in this visual discrimination. One is sorting the color, sorting the color, sorting the shape, size, and texture, and also post a shape, matching the shapes to the correct opening. Correct opening. Another one is matching the pictures and the shape, and the pairs. Sometimes pairs, matching the objectives, shapes, and pictures. If you show some pictures which are in round spherical shape, some are in triangle shape, some are in rectangular shape. Okay, like that. The pictures which are in spherical shape, the pictures in a spherical shape, you should collect or you can match the objects. You can match the. You can ask the children match these, and also odd one out, color, shape, size, which is you can uh, differentiate. You can separate the odd one from the total objects present in a box or the picture present in a box. This is one print recognition, printed material recognition. Another one is print awareness. So here print awareness is an important pre-reading skill. Here are some suggestions to develop this in young children. So directionality help the child to see the direction the print goes. Occasionally, the run your pointer finger along the text as you read, like this pointer, right? Your point finger, index finger. So name cards for all children. Cut out letters of the alphabet from magazines together and rearrange them into new words. So use the letters to make familiar words such as names of the family members or pets or names of the favorite foods. Children become aware of print as something that can occur naturally over a period of several months. Keep it light and spontaneous, and you will be providing a good starting point for future readings. So we have print rich environment. So ensuring that all displays are appropriately labeling. So labeling of the picture image is important. So you should label the picture. So the name cards, word cards, okay, name cards are calendar. Like that, print rich environment is by using these kind of flashcards. So making direction cards. So direction cards make a fun game that will help you child learn to follow the direction better. So the teacher will need to about 10 index cards for this and pen. So teacher can add more card letters. So write a direction like direction, write a direction on each card such as hopping on one foot or clap your hand, smile, and count to three, 1, 2, 3, like that, and point to something round, draw flower, and so forth. So try using pictures on your child can read the cards. Next one is next one is understanding the picture books. Understanding the picture book. So here children learn to use a book and the purpose of the book and gain a sense of story. So it help the child to see the direction the print goes. Occasionally run your pointer finger along the text as you read. And read the title and tell them who wrote the illustrated book. So by showing the book, so by showing the book, let the child to say the title of the book and who wrote the illustrated the book and explain that the author wrote the story and illustrator painted a picture. Okay, by showing the picture, if you show this, this picture, this is about the planning and implementation of early childhood care and education. Here you can see the author names. Okay, you can see the author names. These are the author. So by showing this printed book, by showing this printed book, oh, children can read tightly and also teach young children how to carefully turn the pages and allows them to turn the pages for you as you read aloud. So this reinforces the idea that we start at the front of the book and work out work our way towards the back and showing pictures. sorry, sorry. Show the pictures of the characters of the story and encourage children to talk. So literacy as a source of enjoyment. Children children enjoy read books, story books to read story books to children and encourage them to talk about the story. Arrange the library area attractively with soft, comfortable furniture. So preschool children need to engage in a variety literacy related activities like learning what reading and writing can do and naming and writing the letters of the alphabet, hearing rhymes and sounds in the words, spelling simple words, recognizing and writing their own names, recognizing new words from stories, work and play, listening to stories from for meaning. So this is about the literacy as a source of enjoyment and understanding picture and the books, print recognition, print awareness, rich, all these things will comes under print recognition. And also we have seen listening and sequencing, that is phonological awareness. And also we have seen preschool pre-reading skill, that is vocabulary and language development. Okay, and pre-reading readiness, development reading the reading. This is about the pre-reading. And next class we will see the introducing the alphabet, introducing the alphabet and a role of the teacher. Okay, and reading readiness assessment. The next class we will see the introducing the alphabet and the role of the teacher. This is about the today's class. The next class we'll see the. So I advise you to please get the course material uh, as early as possible so that you get idea. After completing the class, you need to read these books. Okay, provided by the university. So better to get the books. Read at least one or twice after completing the unit. Better go through these books. Read carefully and end of the unit. You can see this. Check your progress. Like write your answers in the given spaces. Okay. Check your progress. Like check the correct answer. Compare your answer with the following skills and helps in developing reading readiness in children. This is print awareness, visual discrimination, sound discrimination, all the above. So like this, you may have this kind of progress, checking progress. It's your progress. By this, I'm closing this class. We'll meet in the